Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead, guys. Today, I am down here by the orchard. Now, probably about some time ago, someone wanted me to come back on in once all the fruit trees are pruned up, and they just want to see what these trees will be looking like. Okay, so right behind me here, this tree right here is a persimmon tree. Now, those we have quite a bit of those planted here on the homestead as well, guys. Simple reason why, because those are some fruits that we absolutely love. Okay, so behind me there is a persimmon. Now, we do have quite a bit of variety of plants down here. Some of them over a period of time have lost their tags. So, hey, bear with me if I forget the name of some of the fruit trees that we have planted down here. Okay, so right here, this is also a apricot tree that we planted. I believe we have 3 of these planted here on the homestead, guys. This particular tree just as yet have not started putting out any blooms, and I want to say it has been planted here right at about 2.5 years now. Okay, so we're just patiently awaiting to see what it's going to bear for us this year. Okay, now this is a plant that, yes, I have pruned this tree up right here as well. Just about all of our fruit trees that we have planted here on the homestead, guys, we have been pruning. Okay, now, of course, the reason for the pruning of the fruit trees is to just make sure that we have some real nice growth, also letting in sunlight inside of the canopy of the tree, and just to help with overall growth and the health of the tree. Okay, so right here behind me also is a peach tree that someone gifted me, guys, and this year, absolutely, as y'all can see, we have quite a bit of blossom. Now, you know, my prayer was to the Most High is that, Father, I pray that you may put your hand over these fruit trees for a blanket, so that way this year we can get some fruits, guys. And so far the weather has been really good. So as y'all can see, we have quite a bit of blossom on this tree. It is fully loaded, and yes, I am still praying because we're supposed to have a lost frost date coming up, and so we're praying that these blossoms will hold on for us. Now, if y'all can see right here, guys, this tree has grown very big over 3 years time. Okay, and of course, with it growing the way how it's growing, also coming in and pruning it helps with that as well. Now, one thing that we have noticed this year, guys, with this tree, this side, on the west side of the tree, we have noticed that, hey, some of it is dying. Okay, so as y'all can see, these right here put no blossom on, none whatsoever. So, hey, as time goes on, we'll see if in it, and just coming down and checking it, it still have some greenery on this tree right here. So we're not going to take these limbs off just as yet. We're going to give it a little bit more time to see if in the late spring, if it just dry all the way completely on up. And if it do so, we'll go ahead and take it out. Okay. And so most of what we have planted down here, guys, is pretty much stone fruit, which is our peach trees, plum trees, and also the apricot. And also we have some nectarine planted down here as well. And since we plant those trees, we only had 1 nectarine off that tree. So, hey, as time goes on, we'll show you all what those trees are looking like. Right here is the other apricot tree that we have right here in this area. And absolutely, guys, it is well pruned up. No blossom just as yet. Okay, so yes, absolutely, we are awaiting some blossom. This right here is also another persimmon tree that we have planted down here in the orchard. So far, it is growing really, really well. All right, and so on over here is where we have some apple tree. Now, this apple tree right here, guys, is a early bloomer, okay? But since the weather has been holding up, a lot of these blossoms, as y'all can see, is hanging on. Um, I think what I'm going to do, because it's been 3 years now since I planted, and it has bloomed early, and that lost frost comes in and knock back all the blossoms. So hey, we end up not getting anything off of these apple tree. And behind me there is the other apple tree, guys, and right now they have blossoms on them. So we'll see what happens as time goes on. All right, so and we are moving on. And yes, like I said, we are down here in the orchard looking real nice and clean. I have to come on in and start amending these holes that I will be planting some pumpkins and three sister crops, guys, is what I will be doing down here in the orchard. We will be planting pumpkins, beans, and also corn. All right, so real quick, this right here is our plum tree that we have right here. And I am telling you, I wanted to come on out here while this thing was in full bloom, guys. I'm going to kind of bring you all in close. If you all can see right here, we have a whole bunch of plums on this tree right here. So, hey, I am praying that they go ahead and hold on. And if you all can see, let me come on around this way, because yes, this tree right here as well has been pruned. Just about like I said, most of our tree that we have here on the homestead is pruned. And bring you all in close one more time. Look at all those plums, guys. This tree is loaded. If you know, not if, we're praying that they all hold on for us so that way we can get a great harvest. Now right here also is another peach tree that we planted, going on about 3 years now. This tree is fully loaded as well, guys. Now, don't know if you all remember that storm that came on through and also break a piece of this limb. And what I went ahead and did, I go ahead and try to wrap it. I'll show you right here. Try to wrap it, guys. So as y'all can see, I try to wrap it just to see if I can save this piece of the tree. So far, it's not looking so good. So if we end up losing this limb right here, we'll come on in and we will cut it right here, guys, and take that on out and maybe see if we can train another limb to grow into its spot, so that way, hey, we can keep it going. Okay, so right here, and of course, absolutely, like I said, right now all these trees is full of blossoms, guys, fully loaded. Okay, and even some of these the flower has been falling off and the blossom has dried up, and you can see where we have some peach holding on onto these trees. So hey, only time will tell. All right, and so right now we're going to move on over here to the nectarine tree. And nectarines, we have two of them planted. And like I said, that subscriber said, hey, I want to see the finishing process of what it's looking like once you finish pruning these trees, guys. And as y'all can see, that is it right there. Now, of course, as time goes on, there will still be more pruning. For this winter, I did come on in and prune some more limbs off of these trees as well. Okay, but right here with this nectarine as well, guys, it is fully loaded with blossoms as well. And yes, I am praying, as you all know, that all these blossoms hold on. Now, of course, once these trees bear the fruit, now some of these right here, we may even have to come in and pick some off, and we may also have to prop these limbs on up because we don't want to lose any limbs from the weight of all the fruit that these trees will be producing. Okay, and so right here is the other nectarine tree right here, guys. All right, and so this one is looking pretty good. Now, I was down here the other day trying to train this limb that has been growing vertically, and as I was training it, and I moved on to another tree to go ahead and put on a couple more strings and stake it to train it. I hear something cracking, and I came and I end up had to pull these stake out the ground to release that pressure off because I did kind of crack it a little bit. But what I did, I came on in with some screws, guys, and I went ahead and screwed it. And so far, this limb has been doing really good. And you can see that it healed up really well. Okay, so if something like that ever happened where you're training a tree and the limb break, just go ahead and patch it on up so it can go ahead and heal itself on up, guys. So right here also is where we have an apple tree. Now these right here was planted last year, and so far it's doing really well. I did prune a little bit on this apple tree, but I do, as it grow, I will come on in and prune a little bit more as time goes on. All right, and right on over here is a pear tree that we planted last year as well, and as y'all can see, it is not blossom. Okay, no blossom this year, but it is growing pretty good. So that right there is a good thing. And right here as well is where we have another plum tree. Now this plum tree right here was planted last year as well, and so far it is doing really good. We do have some blossoms on this tree right here as well, guys. Okay, and of course this area right here, I will eventually turn it. Well, it is already an orchard, but we will come on in and plant more fruit trees right down there. If you can see right there, that's another apple tree that we have planted in that area. And right here, guys, is another apple tree. Okay. Now, back there, I also have two ginkgo biloba tree planted in that area. And that one right there is a pear tree as well. Okay. So, so far the orchard is coming along. It's coming along pretty good. Of course, you know, guys, it's going to take work. Okay. And that's what we have been putting in. And as y'all can see behind me right here, this right here is our elderberry plants that we have that is starting to green up on us. You know, because yes, we are in spring. And as y'all can hear the birds chirping and singing, guys, and just letting you know that, hey, spring is here. All right, so right here, we're going to walk on over to where we have our blueberry plants. And so far, I'm telling you, this year is looking promising, guys. Okay, this year is looking promising. This right here is our blueberry plant. Now, don't know if y'all can see, but look at here. We have quite a bit of blueberries you know, holding on onto these trees or onto these bushes here, guys. So that is a good thing. Now, one of the things that I also want to talk about, say for instance, if you in certain areas where you can't plant, uh, you know, or you can't dig up, but you have shrubs in the front of your yard, guys, hey, consider taking those shrubs out and putting in some blueberry, because those shrubs, they're not really of much benefit, only to, you know, bring a good eye or front curve appeal to your home. But if you can plant some blueberries, something that you can eat, why not make the switch? You know, right now you can go to Home Depot and you can get some blueberry trees pretty reasonable. If you have the patience where you can wait for a little while, you may even catch some blueberry plants on sale, guys, and just go ahead and plant them on out. Of course, if you see right here, we have some mulch, you know, because as the summer heat comes in, these ground will be very dry, and so we put the mulch down to keep it real nice and moist down there. But let me turn this camera on around. And so right here is those blueberry plants, guys. And as y'all can see, they're looking really, really well. Have this area mulched up. Look at that. Looking so good, guys. And I'm telling you, I am happy and I am excited to see these blueberry put on, you know, fruits for this year. Okay. We have a couple of different varieties here as well. I can't tell you all the names on them, but I just know that, hey, they're blueberry. I believe we have some pink lemonade in here and some different varieties of blueberry, guys. Okay. And so that right there is the blueberry patch. Okay. So right here now, if you all remember, this pear tree last year, it had so many blooms, but the cold came on in and knocked them back. But this year it didn't put on as much bloom, but hey, guess what, it did put some bloom on, and for that I am happy, and yes, I am thankful, guys. So you know, I'm praying to look forward to see some fruits on these tree here for this upcoming season, guys. And as y'all can see, that is it right there. Now, you know, hey, that right there is pretty much it right there, guys. So one of the thing also before I go, I just want to talk with you all real quick. If you have property and you have trees and a lot of different trees planted that is not, you know, plant or not a lot of trees that's already on the property that is not bearing anything, guys, where there may be hardwood, clear you out a little spot and get you a orchard planted. Okay, get out there, plant you some fruit trees. It doesn't matter what kind of fruit trees, long as it's going to bear fruit, get on out there and plant it, because like I always say, later on down, these trees will benefit you. When you have an abundance of fruits, you can come on in, you can can the fruits, you can make preserves, you can make jams, jellies, guys. So, and put those up, and those can last you anywhere to a year, you know, in storage. And once that fruit is no longer bearing for that year, guess what? You can always go inside of your pantry and you can go ahead and pull you on out some preserve, jelly, or jam, pie filling, and of all that nature. So get your orchard started. You will be happy that you did, especially once you start reaping the fruits of your labor. All right, so pretty much that is it right there. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Remember, you keep a smile on your face, you be happy, you be cheerful, and you be blessed. Until next time, guys, I will catch you all in another video. Have a blessed day.